Even without Fukushima, be prepared every single day. It's just bizarre that that's not being stated out there. We'll have to cover that more, hopefully on another show. But okay, Japan, U.S. watchdog now sees gaps in reactor safety. This is from Financial Times. It says 28% of the nuclear plants in America are not reporting the defects. Here we go. They're not reporting the defects of their parts and the functioning of those parts unless a nuclear incident, or I'm sorry, a maintenance incident occurs. So we have the NRC, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, that does not check whether the operators of nuclear power plants in the United States are reporting defective parts. They're just leaving it up to them. Just, if you feel like it, tell us if something's defective. If you feel like it, no worries there. Nothing big is going on in this world today, so don't be worried about it. Folks, the situation is worsening. This is the bottom line. Now, we of course, are hoping and praying for Japan and for the engineers there to be able to get the situation under control. But I'm not betting my life on them telling us the truth. And you shouldn't either. Don't bet your life on your government giving you honest information about this situation. Because you know, if you're listening to this show, you know that they've been lying to us, and they're probably going to keep lying to us as long as they can get away with it. The right thing right now is to stay tuned in to the alternative media, like right here on the Alex Jones Show, where you get good, accurate, and up-to-date information on what's really happening in Fukushima, and outstanding interviews with experts like you just heard in the previous segment. So if you have questions about Fukushima and you'd like to be on the show in the next hour, be sure to call in. We will be taking questions about the Fukushima incident and hopefully get some answers out there for those who are listening. Now stay tuned to the Alex Jones Show here across the break that we're about to take. We're going to come back and talk about GMOs and protests happening tomorrow in Washington, D.C. We have millions against Monsanto. We have crazy news from the world of health. We will be right back. My name's Mike Adams, right here on the Alex Jones Show. Talk to you soon.
Everything we said came true. Everything we've done's been right.
Welcome back, friends, to the Alex Jones Show. I'm filling in for Alex during the second half of his show today. My name's Mike Adams, call sign the Health Ranger, the editor of NaturalNews.com. And today we are talking about the Fukushima incident, GMOs, health freedom, and we have an interview with gubernatorial candidate Phil Moffett coming up in just about 15 minutes right here on the Alex Jones Show. We also have some breaking news about his campaign that we'll be sharing with you in a few minutes, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Right now, let's get into some about Monsanto and GMOs. There's an event taking place tomorrow in Washington and all around the country, in cities everywhere. Let's see, what do we have? Wow, right here in Austin, Nashville, in Atlanta, New York City, all over the country. This Millions Against Monsanto. This is a rally for the right to know what's in our food. That's right. It's a rally for honest GMO labeling of our foods, and you can find out more about this by going to the website run by Jeffrey Smith, who's been a frequent guest here on the Alex Jones Show. His website is responsibletechnology.org. And on responsibletechnology.org, you can see the action alerts on the right-hand side there. There is a rally for the right to know, Saturday, happening across the U.S., so be sure to join in that. That's a big event. Now, why do we have a right to know? We only have a short amount of time in this segment, but I have to cover this. Why do we have a right to know? Because the grocery stores out there, even the health food stores, are selling foods that contain GMOs, but they're labeling them as all natural. They're not telling you that there's GMOs in the foods. And we're showing a video here for those on PrisonPlanet.tv about the Millions Against Monsanto March. Now, we have a right to know what's in our food. I think most people would agree with that. The FDA, of course, believes that labeling foods, honestly, might confuse people. That's right. If you had information like the fact that there's GMOs in your food, they think you might be confused by all that. They say it might confuse people because they say it would make people think that genetically modified food might be different from non-genetically modified food. Seriously. That's their logic. In their minds, it's no different. No different. I think they forgot what the word modified means. Genetically modified food means it's modified. It's genetically modified. That's different than non-GMO food, and that's why we deserve the right to have it labeled on our foods so we know what we're buying and we can avoid these GMOs wherever possible. The demands of this rally are that we want the right to know what's in our food. We want factory-farmed animals and genetically modified animal products labeled just so that we can have a choice to know what's in there. We want long-term studies done on the safety of GMOs, and in addition, we want the organic industry to not be cross-contaminated by GMOs. So check that out at responsibletechnology.org. Also, going on this weekend, Saturday in Long Beach, California, is the Health Freedom Expo. You can go to healthfreedomexpo.com to learn about that. I'm giving a video presentation there. This matters to us all because health freedom is crucial for the future of our country. To get the FDA off of our farms, the FDA out of our foods, so that we can have honest labeling of natural supplements and herbal remedies that really work to prevent disease, that actually work in many cases better than pharmaceuticals. I mean, a lot of pharmaceuticals don't work at all. They actually harm you more than they help you. But natural foods, natural supplements, dietary supplements need to be able to be honestly labeled with their scientifically validated benefits. And that's what the Health Freedom Expo is working towards. So check that out. If you're out in California, be sure to go visit the Health Freedom Expo. And remember, we're going to continue talking about the FDA and food freedom here with gubernatorial candidate Phil Moffett from Kentucky on the other side of this hour. Now, I also brought in some weird news for you from the world of health. All right, we're getting ready to go to break. We'll cover this on the other side, but believe me, it's some strange news about how doctors are overcharging Medicare, Medicaid, and insurance companies for simple procedures like $60,000 for ultrasound. Stay tuned right here on The Alex Jones Show.